All right, we should be live. We should be live. Got a few topics I want to talk about, and I hope everything goes smooth. Got me, my son. He's gonna be up here. He's gonna be watching YouTube in the background. Y'all know how that goes. And we're just gonna have a pretty good talk today, yet again. Hopefully that it goes as smooth as I want to. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into it. Today I am today, every day. I'm VF Baller. This is the VF Cast. We over here we talk about gaming and everything under the umbrella. And I got a few topics. I want to talk about the value of gaming. You know, I have a lot of games back here. I want to talk about the games. What? Yeah, like 1,000 games. I want to talk about the games that I have and the value, why I picked certain games that I pick, and just to see if there's something that maybe you do as well, or something that you may want to think about doing, because game collecting is not necessarily what people may think it is. You know, some people have exponentially, amount of money where they can go and purchase anything that they want, or purchase, abundance of games. But I think there's a really good middle ground that you have to go with when you are buying games and playing games. And I think that's something that's very, very important to collecting, because sometimes people collect stuff just because they want a wall full of games. But then again, some people collect games because they like a specific genre of games. Some people collect games just to have a certain amount of games from a certain company, or whatever the case may be. And I like certain genres. I like to pick up games for certain genres. You know that, baby? Remote. Turn it down just a little bit. It turned on just a little bit. Oh, where is it right now? 20. Put it down to 19. Is it working? If not, give it here. All right. No, give it here. It's not working. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Like I said, I like to pick certain genres. A lot of these games back here are based on a certain genre. And my genre of games is pretty, open. It's a pretty wide base. It's not like, oh, I just like fighting games, or I just like, racing games, or I just like sports games. I got a little bit of everything. I got fighting, sports, RPGs. I have stimulation games. I also have um what other games I have? Arcade style games. I have a little bit of everything. So it's I think when you value games, I think if you are diverse in the games that you like to play, I feel that you should have somewhat of a um you know that I think you should have a little bit of caution when you buying games, because sometimes it can get really out of hand, and it's just something that you may want to look into. Also, I want to talk about Oblivion Remastered. I started playing that this week. I didn't know that game was going to be released. I never played it before. I talked about it before when I said, "Hey, I'm going to look at this game and see what it's about," because I knew about the game, but I never played it. And then when they dropped the game for a remaster, I was like, okay, this is a good time for me to try it. So I tried it. I played about 2 hours of it. I gave my thoughts and opinions on why I think the game is what it is. But yeah, also I want to talk about pre-orders. The Nintendo Switch just came out. Nintendo Switch 2 just started their pre-orders, and their pre-orders are out of hand. I mean, they're already out in a lot of places I've been to. I haven't been to a lot. I've only been to like one or two places, and the pre-orders are out. And I'm hearing that there are no pre-orders available right now. They've pretty much been snatched up. Yes, son. Yeah. Okay, babe. Yeah, the frogs eat flies. Yeah. But so I don't know how that's going to play out, because I did say I'm gonna get my son one, and he's going to get a Nintendo Switch 2 eventually. But I'm just trying to figure out when will be a good time to buy it. I'm still looking at day one. I'm pretty sure that between now and June, they're going to be more pre-orders. But Nintendo's already said, like, hey, look, we have an issue here where we don't have all the supply for the demand. So that's going to be a little difficult because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think that it was going to be the case where pre-orders are out like that, but I do believe that there's places in my area that I'm probably be able to secure a pre-order. I mean, I do believe that it's not one time where um I was not able to get something that I wanted. And that just goes back to collecting games and going after games. You always find that one or two spot where you get what you're really looking for. So we're gonna get into all that. So first and foremost, let's talk about excuse me. Let's talk about the value of gaming. Why you should value the games that you buy or whatever. I look at it like this, right? When you're buying games, you're purchasing games. The thing about it is make sure you know what you're buying. Don't just buy a game just because it's there. A lot of people do that. I know, and it's not a knock on any content creator. I know some content creators that do that. They will straight up, buy a bunch of games for their channel. And I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's content at the end of the day. But everybody's not a content creator. Everybody is not the type of person that is, making videos or making some sort of content, whether it be on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, or, Twitch or whatever the case may be. This whole situation about actually picking up games and showing them off is exactly what it is. It's just showing them off. For me, I'm one of the type of people that, look, I got these games back here, but every game that I have back here is a game that I know that I want to play, and I want to enjoy it. This is not a situation where I'm just trying to collect a bunch of games because it's cool. And I actually was doing a series, was called VF Pickups. And VF Pickups was a thing where I would literally just go out every 2 weeks or, every week or whatever, go buy games, bring them back home, and show you what I picked up. I'm not sure if I will reboot that series again because there are some games out there that are catching my eye, but I really feel like at the end of the day, like I'm not sure if these are games that I really, really want to buy. So I'm kind of like in the middle because I'm starting to look, and I've been doing this for like a couple years now, especially doing the VF pickup videos, where I've been looking at the value of what I've been picking up. Like, if I'm gonna buy this game, what type of replay value this game's gonna have? What type of longevity that this game is going to be in my collection? Is it something that I can put on the shelf and I can look back at it and be like, yeah, I'm glad I got this game? Because this is something that people don't really talk about. People buy stuff, and I'm not talking about just video games, it's stuff in general. People buy stuff and like a week or 2 weeks later, they're like, oh, why in the world do I got this? You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be that guy. I was that guy before, and I pretty much, got away from that because to me, it's a waste of resources, it's a waste of money. And now when I go out and look for games, these are games that I know for certain I'm going to want to have and keep. And I find great value in that. And I think that's the game within the game. Just because a game just comes out and it's $60, oh, I got to go get this, I'm going to get it. Now, I feel like that way about Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, but I love fighting games. So that game is something I want to pick up. But then again, when I turn back around and what's another SNK game? Samurai Showdown that came out in 2018 or 2019, I can't remember. So I waited for that game because it's like, yeah, it's a good fighting game, but it's not nothing that I want right now. It's nothing that I would say I'll pay full price for. So I waited and I ended up buying Samurai Showdown for what? I think it was like $8. Incredible value for a game that has great replay value, which a lot of fighting games do have a lot of replay value. But when you do look at, like I said, and this is one of the reasons why I do my channel the way I do it, because a lot of content creators, and it's not a knock on them because they do great work, and I watch a lot of the content creators who go this route. They literally just want to put the new content out on their channel, and it works. This is why they're extremely popular, because it's the new thing. It's the shiny new toy. Me, on the other hand, I'm the type of person like, look, I'll go play, a game that came out in 2005, play it and have fun for like a couple hours, and I'm going about my way. Just because the game is old, that doesn't mean that the game just sits there and collect dust. If the game is good, then I'm going to play it. Just like right here, like Gran Turismo 5. I mean, it's a great racing game, and I still play it to this day. But just because Gran Turismo 7 is out, that doesn't mean that I'll put down Gran Turismo 5. I think even if you got to understand, like, even if you complete some of these racing games, it's a racing game. They still have incredible value where you could play with different cars, you could play with different modes, you could play different tracks, you could play all these different areas in a racing game where literally to my detriment, I could literally get 1 or 2 racing games and be good. But I love racing games enough where I want to play Gran Turismo, I want to play Forza, I want to play Project Cars, I want to play Automobilista, I want to play Assetto Corsa, I want to play all of those racing games, because I find value in the way those games are constructed and how different they are. And I still have incredible replay value. Like, I still play Forza 5. I was playing it last night. That game came out in 2013? It's tons of content on that game. It's well worth this. To be honest, it was well worth the $60 that it came out in. It was well worth the $60 that it came out in, because I'm playing the game 12 years later. So you're talking about a game that $5 a year, and I get that much content. I mean, it's incredible value. And I still play Gran Turismo 6, not Gran Turismo, Forza 6, Forza 7. Still play those. I still play Gran Turismo 6. That game came out in 2013. And I think that game has way more value than Gran Turismo 7. But Gran Turismo 7 is primarily an online game, and that online game is a detriment to the value of a game, because a lot of that stuff could be locked out. You may not want to play online with others when you're racing playing the racing game. It's a lot of stuff that's there where you're not necessarily getting the value out of it. And sometimes I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, online gaming, it's cool, but it's not as, to me, it's not as fun as people make it out to be. I'm just not a big fan of playing online. It's just not my thing. So the value of gaming to me is just, hey, I buy a game, the game's on the disc, I own it, I put it in, I play it, and I go about my business when I'm done, and I can always go back to that game without no worries. You got my money, I got your game, I play it, that's the fair exchange. I never understood why the norm nowadays is content being taken away, content being added, content is basically temporary, and you're paying for you're basically paying for a temporary experience. It's pretty sad. Shout out to Kenneth Mullen, man. Me and him had a pretty solid conversation on our live stream yesterday. It was really, really good. I really appreciate him. Shout out to him. Go check out his channel if you haven't already. Definitely going to put his information in the chat at some point of the live, so you guys can check out his show that he does. He does morning or sometimes at night live streams. And they're really good conversations. Sunrise of 2020. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Awesome. We made it to the weekend again. It has been quite awesome. And we're just going to keep it moving the way that we always do. Try to make the most and try to have as much fun as possible. You also asked, have I played Gran Turismo in VR? I am not a fan of VR. I don't think I get motion sickness, but I remember back in the day, I tried the Virtual Boy, and the Virtual Boy just didn't work out for me. I handled it pretty well, but I had a headache after it, and I don't want to play a game where it gives me a headache. You know what I mean? So the virtual, but you gotta understand that was back in '94, so that was so long ago. So, but ever since then, I just told myself not gonna, just not even gonna try it. But I've heard great things about Gran Turismo VR. I've heard great things about I think Project Cars does VR as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard, and I know what else is it? Assetto Corsa? I know there's a couple of games that do VR does very very well, but I just never tried it. I'm just not a fan of it, and I think that goes back to back in '94 when I was when I did try the VR, well, Virtual Boy, the Virtual Boy, and it just didn't work out for me. But nevertheless, let's jump into yeah, it was a very nice live. It was a really good conversation. All right, let's get back into the games, the value of games. Like, I want to let people know, like, this is what I do when I'm over here. I don't want people to be influenced by whatever I say or do as far as buying games, picking up games, and going through a situation where you see what I do and emulate what I do. Because that's what a lot of content creators have, that issue where people want to do what they do. Like, you look at Metal Jesus, which I really like Metal Jesus. You look at LGR, which is Lazy Game Reviews. What's the other guy? Oh my goodness. Oh, he's from Canada. I can't remember his name. He wears the jacket and he has like the little spiky hair with the glasses. Oh man, I just looked at one of his videos. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, not RGT 85, but he's another one too, and then he's a really good content creator. It's not RGT 85. Oh my goodness, now you got me thinking about him. Happy Console Gamer, that's who he is. Yep, Happy Console Gamer. These guys are incredible. These guys are incredible collectors, and they do a great. Another guy that a lot of people may not think about, that's a really good one too. I want to give him a shout out because he gave me a shout out a long time ago. This guy right here, he is absolutely awesome. I'm gonna put him on the screen because y'all might not know him, because everybody knows RGT, everybody knows Metal Jesus, everybody know Happy Console Gamer, everybody knows LGR, everybody knows. But I wanna give this guy a shout out as well, because he's really been helpful to the channel. Gave me a few shout outs or whatever. This guy right here, Mr. Right Way. I don't know if y'all know him. Navy veteran, and he does a really good job of collecting games, and I think they do fantastic jobs. But I think there's a little bit of a flaw in what they do, and it's not necessarily a bad thing or whatever the case may be, but a lot of people get some sort of misconception about what we do over here as content creators. Yeah, him and Radical Reggie, both of them are great. They're absolutely great. There's nothing against them. But and at one point, I wanted to do my content like emulating what they do, because I collect games as well. But I wanted to go at a different angle with it, and the angle that I wanted to go with it is like, it's very easy to get caught up in buying a bunch of games. It really is. It really is. And like I said, it's not a knock on any of these guys, because a lot of these guys are probably, they really have a love for collecting and picking up games. But one thing I learned, like maybe let's say 2 or 3 years ago, like I ain't gonna say 2 or 3. I think my thing was, I was a huge original Xbox collector, and I ended up getting almost like 500, up to 500 original Xbox games. I was close to 500 original Xbox games, and I was ecstatic. I was so happy that I was collecting those games. Then I started to realize, like, some of the stuff I'm collecting just to collect. Some of the stuff I'm buying just to buy. Some of this stuff I'm buying just because it has an original Xbox name on it. I have to be careful about what I buy, because some of the stuff I'm never going to buy. I'm never going to play. I'm never going to play it. I'm just getting it just because it's a part of the collection. So this is when I started to realize, like, you know what? When I pick up games, I need to buy games that I'm truly, truly 100% interested in. I know I'm going to play, and make sure I get it at a decent price. And I think this is something that nobody really talks about. Now, there are some people, like I said, Mr. Right Way. he does a really good job of showing the value of games. And but there's a few others out there that they don't really talk about it. They're just like, hey, I got the game, it's awesome and it's cool. Some people make videos. I think Metal Jesus does videos on, finding games at swap meets. Him and Radical Reggie does a good job of that. I think Happy Console Gamer done that as well. And I mean, they do some really good content on that. And I think this is where I wanted to go a step further from that, like really talk about it instead of just showing it. And this is where I was like, whatever game I want to pick up, I want to tell you why I got it and how much I got it for. And that's why I kind of stopped doing the VF pickup videos, because it was more like a situation where I did not put an emphasis on that. So if I ever was to start picking up doing that again, I'm definitely going to let you know the value of the games that I got and why I feel like it's a good value. Because my main thing is, for you, if you want to step into this lane and start picking up games or whatever the case may be, make sure you're getting them at the right price. Make sure you're getting them because you want to get the games, you want to play them. And I think the thing about it is sometimes if a game is a little bit pricey, it doesn't mean that the value's bad. Sometimes a game that's going to be in demand is going to be a certain price, but at the same time, how much time you're going to spend with that game, how much you're going to, what's wrong, son? You okay? What you trying to do? You want to play the game? Go ahead and play it. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you not to play. Go ahead, play. Just be mindful and don't get too hyped, because I know you love to get real excited, but just be careful, okay? All right. Yeah, how much time you going to spend with that game? How valuable or how much of an attachment you have to that game, because you only live once. But at the same time, don't live in a bad situation trying to collect all this stuff. Don't be in a bad situation trying to buy, things, because trust me, the prices of some of these games are going to go down. You probably have maybe 20, and that's being generous. What's wrong, son? Oh, is it working? Let me fix the game for you, son, because I know that's what you're trying to do. Give me the controller. Give me the remote. I know. I'm gonna put more batteries in it. I'm gonna put some more batteries in it. Cause those batteries doesn't work. Those batteries and the remote. Here you go. Oh, thanks, Daddy. There you go. All right, you welcome, son. Yeah, you don't want to jeopardize your regular lifestyle for this hobby. This hobby is something that you're supposed to get away from. You're supposed to get away from your life. This is a getaway. This is a getaway for a while, and don't ruin your personal life or your regular life for this hobby. And at some point, I kind of got to that point when I was collecting original Xbox games, because when my collection started, it was basically a collection of games that I had from childhood. I had some Super Nintendo games. I had some N64 games. I didn't have my NES anymore. So I had Nintendo, I had Super Nintendo, I had N64, and I had another console. I can't remember. I had one, but it wasn't I think it was an Atari I had, but I barely played the Atari. So I think I had that too. So when I moved out my mom's house and I was in college, the first console I bought, well, it wasn't in college, it was in high school. Before I went to college, the first console I bought was a Dreamcast. I bought the Dreamcast. That was the very first console I bought with my own money. This was back in 1999. I graduated in 2001. But when I moved out to college, I took all that with me, all the consoles with me. I took the Super Nintendo, I took the N64, I took the Dreamcast, and I took all of that with me. and I was in college with all, and that's when my collecting started. So I've been collecting since really like 2000, 2001. Probably even before that, if you even count the consoles that my mom bought me when I was a kid. So um, this is something that I've been doing, and there were times where I was buying games that I really had no business buying. I was at a point where I did buy a bunch of Dreamcast games. Um, I sold some of them, but I got some of them back. But there was a lot of games that I ended up buying that I really didn't need at the time because of my financial situation. I'm a kid in college, and even when I got out of college, I was on my own working my regular job at the time, and there was just stuff I was just so happy to go back and pick up. And I went overboard, especially when I went to the original Xbox. I mean, I just went overboard with that because I felt like that's my favorite console of all time, and I felt like I was literally catching up on all the other games that I bought that I wanted to buy. So it you could get in that situation now. 20 years, 15 years later, I pretty much established myself financially. We all still got work to do. Ain't nobody rich around here. And I finally established myself to the point where I can buy games that I want. But then again, I don't want to just buy them just because they're there. I learned my lesson last time when all of a sudden I started picking up like Barbie for the original Xbox. I was picking up, I was picking up like games like I do not really have no idea that I'm buying, but it's there and it's cheap. And then all of a sudden I had a bunch of games like, what am I doing with all these games? It was kind of ridiculous. So believe it or not, a lot of this stuff that's back here is not original stuff that I had before. Some of the stuff I've gotten rid of. I've gotten rid of some games because, like I said, they're just some games I just had no business having. Some games I know I didn't want. I just didn't see the value of keeping them. So I've downsized a little bit. I'm down to about, I think I got rid of maybe 50 to 100 games within the last 5 years. Well, I will say this. Around COVID, that's when I started downsizing some of my games. I haven't gotten rid of games in probably about 2 or 3 years. But I downsized a lot during COVID. It gave me a time to really look and see what I have. And now my collection is perfect. Absolutely. OG Xbox is still king. I have one over here, and I don't know if you see it. Let me see if I move out the way. I got one just sitting right here because that one works. It's just not hooked up. And I got another one in the closet over there. So I have 3 of them, and I'm just keeping them just because the original Xbox will never die, in my opinion. And all these, like, let's see. Let me see if I can do this. All of this from this second black thing right here on down is all original Xbox games, and all original Xbox games on the third one. So yeah, all of this right here and right there's all original Xbox games. They're probably about I think I'm up there like, close the door, son. That's fine. Close the door. You about to use the restroom? Get the towel. That's fine. Get the towel. Get the towel. If you made a mess, that's fine. Um, Pull it. Just pull it. Grab it and pull it. Pull. There you go. What I was about to say? Yeah, I have probably about down to about 400 original Xbox games. I was up to 500 at some point, and then some of the games like duplicates. I had like different versions of Halo 2, had different versions of like platinum hits of original Xbox games. And I had a lot of other games that I had that I just didn't want. So I'm down to 400. I'm at a good middle ground of all the games that I want to have over there. Let's see. Yeah, don't go broke with this hobby and collecting. Don't do that. And this is why I go back to say, like, there's a lot of content creators out here that I don't really talk about that. Big man, close the bathroom door, baby. There you go. there's a lot of content creators don't talk about that, and this is where I feel like this is where I kind of be where my lane is. I want people to buy games that like that you want. Buy games that I know that you know that you're gonna play. Don't buy them just because you see it. Everybody knows what they like. You know what you like when it comes to these games. So just pick up the games that you like. Let's see. I bought that NES class 2017 SNES Classic and quite a few games on there. I love. Yeah, and that's another thing. You don't have to buy these physical games. Like I have the mini consoles. I don't know if you see it, the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo. I have the PlayStation Mini, and right above my head, right here, right above Sonic, I have the Sega Genesis Mini. Yeah, right there. So I mean, I love the mini consoles. I think they're great. Matter of fact, they're sitting over there on this. They're on this little white thing right here. They're sitting right there. And every now and then I'll plug them up and play them. Even though I do like playing physical copies of games, I like playing them, and I think they're a fantastic alternative. And I look at it as physical as well because they're licensed by Nintendo, they're licensed by Sega, they're licensed by PlayStation. So to me, it's no different than buying a PlayStation or buying a Nintendo and picking up the games because it's not like this third party box. It's licensed by the company, so it's just like having the actual console, in my opinion. I think it's absolutely fantastic that you were thinking about grabbing it. I think you should. If you got the means to get it, get it. I think the SNES Classic is a fantastic mini console. I wish Nintendo would have released the N64 mini classic, but I doubt it's ever going to happen. I feel those consoles were from a Wada and Reggie era. Yes, there's a different outlook in Nintendo right now, and I think the mini consoles in general was a fad. And it's unfortunate that it was a fad. It should be something that keep going. The N64 mini should be a thing. The Saturn, the Dreamcast mini should be a thing. And you want to know something that would really would sell? Sony got a gold mine on their hands if they do a PlayStation 2 mini. They do a PlayStation 2 mini, that mini console will sell like crazy. You get about 30, I'll say you get about 30 to 50 games on a PS2 mini. That I think that thing will sell probably more than a Nintendo Classic. I really believe that thing will sell millions if they did a PS2 mini. I heard people install coin ops on OG Xbox. Yes, people have installed coin ops on OG Xbox. I have one of my original Xbox has coin ops on it, and I hooked up um, my X Arcade arcade stick to it. And once I did that, it was great. So yeah, you can install coin ops on OG Xboxes. You shared me in Telegram. Okay, awesome, appreciate it. Where are we right now? Yeah, smack the thumbs up, man. Everybody hit the like button, man. Hit the like. I rarely ask to hit the like button. I just want people to watch and get the message. But honestly, if you hit the like button, more people will see this content and more people will be here. And what happens when more people get here, there'll be more interaction in the chat and more people can actually give their thoughts and opinions, which helps the live go much smoother. So I really appreciate it. Doc Type says, I was playing Halo last night, picked up Master Chief Collection the other day. That is another great compilation to have, the Master Chief Collection. I have all the Halos 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got them separately. I also have the Master Chief Collection because I wanted to play them in 4K on my PC. Well, not necessarily, well, on PC and on my Xbox because I could play it on both. And they're absolutely, absolutely fantastic. I don't understand why, I think everybody should at least try Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Absolutely. Sunriser asks, I never asked before how many consoles do I own now? I am up to what, 27? Wii U downstairs is 31. I have 31 consoles now. I'm up to 31. And all of them, I think out of 31, I think what, 28, 26, somewhere between 26 of them is hooked up right now. Because I got like 13, no, I got 12 hooked, 10, 11, 12 hooked up over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 hooked up over there, so that's 22. I got 2 hooked up downstairs because 2 of them are in my son's room. And so that makes what, 24 of them hooked up? I got 24 of them hooked up. I got 4 consoles in the closet, so that's 28. And if you count my mini consoles, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I got 32 consoles now. 32 consoles right now that I have. And 28 of them is 28 of them is hooked up. No, 26 of them are hooked up. 6 of them are not. So like I said, I got and some of them are duplicates. I got 2 Dreamcasts, 1 Japanese, 1 American Dreamcast, 1. I got 3 PlayStation 2s. I got 1 Japanese PlayStation 2, 1 American PS2, and I have a PS2 Slim. I have 1, 2, 3 Xboxes, 1 GameCube, 1 N64. I got a Super Nintendo and a Super Famicom. I have a PC Engine. I have a Sega Genesis. I have a Japanese Saturn. Japanese Saturn. I have American Saturn. I have a NES. I said Sega Genesis already. I have an ABS, which is. Son, give me that over there. Give me that, because I think that right there, next to the switch. Yeah, I think it's hooked up, but I'll try to show it. Is it hooked up? Yeah, it's still hooked up. Hold it up in the air. All right, that right there is an ABS, which is it plays Nintendo games. Matter of fact, put it back down and give me that red box in the corner. I know. The red box in the corner back there. Yeah, be careful. I don't know if y'all know what this is, but I'm gonna show it to y'all because no, I'm talking about the people that's watching. What is it? Tell them what it is. It's an NES. Yes, it's an NES. That's right. Let me show it to them. I bought this back in. Dang, son, I bought this before you were born, I think. Me? Yeah. Bro. I bought this back in like 2017, 2018. This is an ABS. It plays regular Nintendo games. And I think this thing is absolutely amazing. It's way better than using a regular Nintendo because, the problem with regular Nintendos, they're kind of a little finicky. So this is great. I'm glad I picked that up a while back. So I have that. And I have like a lot of my stuff is duplicates, but I don't have 32 separate consoles. I have like 32 in general. Like I have, like I said, the Wii is downstairs. The Wii U is up here. Yeah, my PS5 right there. Now I do have the box, but I don't. It's 2 consoles I have that are two consoles that I don't have, but I have the box to, and they're right above my head. The PS4 Pro, I don't have that console anymore. I may get it back again at some time because no, the PS4, the one, the blue box right there, I don't have that anymore. The PS4 Pro, I don't have that anymore, but I may get another one because I kind of miss my PS4 Pro, to be honest. I kind of rather play PS4 games on the PS4 Pro. I don't know. Does that make sense? I kind of want to play the PS4 games on my PS4. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. And I don't have the Xbox Series S anymore. I don't have the S anymore, but right above my head, I do have the X. The X is right there, but I don't have the S anymore. The reason why I don't have the S anymore is because I literally did not like the S. I did not like the Xbox Series S. I'm not a big fan of, and I know it sounds contradictory. I'm not a big fan of digital only consoles. And I got these. It's kind of crazy, right? But I think the minis are a little bit different. I think the minis are a little bit different than having the Xbox Series S. I will say this though. These things right here, these are great to travel with. If you're going out of town and you want to you're going out of town and you like say you're going to be staying at a hotel or something, these are absolutely great to have to take with you. They're compact, they're small, and you can just hook them up to a TV at the hotel and just play without being in anybody's way. So that's one thing I love using those for. I love using those for. All right, let's see what else we're talking about here. If Halo Master Chief Collection comes to the PS5 and Switch 2, it's game over, instant buy. I don't think that's going to happen. But there have been rumblings that Halo 1 may be coming to the PS5. I've heard that. Now, I will say this. If Halo 1 is going to come to the PS5, why not bring the Master Chief Collection come? Why not bring the Master Chief Collection? You know, but I did hear like they was going to do a Pacific version of Halo 1 and bring it to the PS5. But I just think they should just go ahead and bring the whole collection over. No, you're good, babe. Let's see. Master Chief Collection is 75% off. Oh, that's an instant buy. Like you need to buy that like right now. If it's on Steam right now, buy it. You know what are we doing here? I ended up getting the Master Chief Collection through Xbox. I just bought it on Xbox. I think it was before it got the PC. So I bought it on Xbox. So, but I do have it. Let me make sure if I do got this. Let me make sure. Because I bought it on my Xbox Series. Matter of fact, I bought it when I had an Xbox One. Where is? Yeah, I bought it when I had it on Xbox One, and it just came over to the PlayStation, not PlayStation, but the Xbox game. What's the thing called? The Xbox game app on the PC. So I got it on there, and I got it on my Xbox. I keep forgetting I got EA Game Pass. I keep forgetting that. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. All right. Let's talk about Oblivion. I want to talk about Oblivion Remastered. I never played Oblivion back in the day. I've heard it was a really good game. A lot of people was like, "Hey, you need to get this game." And back then, I was just playing mostly sports titles. I mean, if you see, I'm a football fan. I have the football thing up here, and I'm a big Georgia Southern Eagles fan. I'm a Falcons fan, and for the most part, I do have this over here, this football thing over here behind my telescope that I need to put up on the wall, which I will do probably today. But I never really played Oblivion. I started playing it not last night, but the day before. I like this game, and I'm sitting back thinking like, how the hell I missed this? This game came out in 2006, 2007, and I totally missed this game. What am I doing wrong around here? So I know I'm going to be on this game a lot. I need to go ahead and finish South of Midnight because I'm about halfway done with that game. But I need to finish that because if I keep playing Oblivion, I'm never going to finish South of Midnight. I'm not saying I'm in love with. I'm not saying that I'm in love with Oblivion, but I'm really liking it so far. I mean, so far I'm really liking it. Do I have Oblivion on PC? No, I don't. I don't have the original Oblivion. I just picked up the remaster on Xbox because I was kind of hesitant on playing the game, and since it was on Game Pass, I mean, I could play it on my PC or my Xbox. I just never bought the original game on PC. But I'm learning that this is a game that I see why everybody's so hyped about this game because it's a good one. Is this something going on with my? Anybody have issue with Steam? Because Steam is actually kind of slow over here. I got it now. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so the original one came out in 2007. It's on Steam. I mean, it's always been on Steam. For $14.99, you could buy the Game of the Year Deluxe Edition at $19.99. But I've been playing the remastered version, and I see like why people like it. It's a really good game, and I've been playing it for the last couple of hours. Well, I played the first couple of hours already, and I got out of the dungeon. I'm out in the world now, and it's I see why people are liking it, why they love this game. I'll probably end up jumping on this game and playing it. And I do understand a lot of people saying like there's mods on the PC version. I've seen people mod the game. This is way back in the day when I was just but I always just thought that Oblivion was just a game. But people are really into it. Do I have the ability to show the trailer? Which one? The new trailer? Yeah. I can show it. You want to see my reaction to the trailer? I never watched the trailer. I just picked up the game. Let me see. This is the official trailer. Okay. Go. All right, let's look at this real quick. I own Oblivion on PS3 now. Never played it. I played a lot of Skyrim though. It's another game that people telling me that I should try. All right, let's go. Let's see. Let's go. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this or not.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era.
Now, mind you, I just played a couple of hours of this game. I never watched the trailer of this game. To be honest with you, I'll never watch more than 5 minutes of the game until I played it today on last night or the day before. And I played a little bit of it last night too, but I never got into it until now. So this is my first time actually watching. I never started watching about. I never saw the trailer to this game ever.
And the final hours of my life.
I got to the part where I got the amulet. That's where I am now in this game.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
I ain't gonna lie, this look badass. And I'm not even into these type of games like that.
Here you must find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought this was physical content. I listen. I never watched this, but I'm not gonna lie, man. I got a little bit of chills of watching this trailer, and I never really played this game until like yesterday, day before. That no, seriously, that looks badass. No, and I never really got into I never got into an Elder Scrolls game. Like even when the Elder Scrolls games, they're on original Xbox. Even back then, I saw these games and I just overlooked them when I was collecting original Xbox games back then. I think they're on it. Yeah, I think they were, but I just never really got into it. But I will say this. I know I'm gonna be playing a lot of this game. I already know. So I need to finish out the midnight, and I'm definitely going to be on this game because I actually love what I see here. And like I said, I only played the first hour or so, couple hours when I got out of the dungeon. I got the amulet, and I end up getting out of the dungeon. So I'm just getting into the open world area of it, and I didn't know nothing about this game. I was just playing the first part, and I like it. I do, but this is like a game I could probably this may be a game that I'm gonna fall in love with. I like this content. I mean, this comment. 2006, skip school to play Oblivion. 2025, skip work to play Oblivion. I'm a 27-year-old grown man. I'm a grown man, 27 years old, and watching made me tear up. Hearing the music, watching the gameplay takes me back to my childhood. And see, this is the thing. A lot of people say like this is a game that they played in their childhood, and I'm like, I've been playing games since the 80s, and I never really got into this game like this. I just never got into the game. So yeah, this may be a game that I'll probably end up buying physical if I can. I don't know if they do have a physical copy of this or whatever. And as far as the PC version, I don't know. I may pick that up. I may pick that up as well. I don't know. Should I? If the remastered is out, a lot of people have been saying like the remastered version is really good. You know, I don't know, but I am extremely happy that I started playing this game, and I'm going to be on it a lot more. Absolutely. All right, let's see. I love games. It'd be hard for me not to buy. Then my wife always telling me I need help. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, and that's another thing. Like, my wife doesn't really. To me, this is more of a. When it comes to buying games, this is a more of a personal situation. I never had a talk with my wife about video games. She only told me one thing. She just told me I better not be in a situation where I'm buying these games and I can't take care of the household. That's the only thing that she told me. She said, do whatever you want to, but you better take care of the household. The household better be taken care of before you buy anything. And she just left it at that. So when she said that, I always kept that in the back of my mind when I started buying games and doing this, that, and the third, because I don't want to be in a situation where, something's lacking in the house, but I'm buying these video games, So it was more of a personal thing to me to like, all right, I know what I need to do when it comes to buying this, that, and the third. So yeah, Tomatica says, I'm sold. I was afraid I might not enjoy it as much as Skyrim, but it looks good to me. I will tell you this. I think you will like it. I mean, I like it, and I'm not even. this is not even my kind of game. I mean, I don't even like playing. I ain't gonna say I don't like playing games. I'm not. I'm. This is not the type of game I would be interested in. But me playing it, I'm sold. I'm sold, and it is on Game Pass, so you can't really, miss out. If you got Game Pass, you're good. Also, what else I was about to say? I don't lost train of thought that quick. But yeah, I think that this is the Oh yeah, also I got my train of thought back. Also, I know I need to go finish South of Midnight. I need to finish this game. And because if I stay on Oblivion, South of Midnight will never be finished. And that's something I need to work on. Hey, what's wrong with you? I just need help. You need help? Then let me help you. Oh, that thing is fast. You need help? You got this. What? So what the problem is? Oh, I saw that. Yeah, you're supposed to jump to the side. Go. Hold on, my son is trying to beat this stage on he's trying to beat this stage on Rayman. Yeah, you gotta jump to the side really quick. Jump? No, you're supposed to just drop. Yeah, because you couldn't jump, Hold on, y'all. I'm coming right back. My son loves his Rayman game. I forgot what you said. Oh, my bad. Come on, you got it. Oh, whoa. You're supposed to slide. Oh, you're supposed to slide right there? Okay. And then you cut it. Okay. And then you cut the, oh, I forgot. Go ahead, you got this. Why you jump? Why? But because I was going to touch the spot. You almost had it that last time. Yeah, but you're not supposed to jump right now. You're supposed to jump right there. I'm gonna get back on here. You go ahead. All right, I think I talked enough about Oblivion real quick. Let's talk about the pre-orders of the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2, the pre-orders are out and they're gone. A lot of people are trying to scalpel. It's tied to scalp the price on Nintendo Switch 2. I saw some on eBay as high as $4,000. I think it's ridiculous. But don't really want to get into the Switch 2 eBay resellers. I don't want to talk about the pre-orders. The pre-orders have basically sold out. They're gone. And all the pre-orders have gone pretty much everywhere that I've seen. I know there may be a couple here where I live in the Atlanta area. I may be able to get one or two, if possible. But I think it's one per person. But no, I didn't get one order. I didn't pre-order one, because to be honest, I was lazy. And I told my son I'm gonna get him one. I'm still gonna get him one regardless, because I'm pretty sure between now and June. What's that? Oh, you still dying over there? I didn't get one pre-ordered, but I told my son I'm gonna get him one, so I know between now and June I'll be able to get one. I know how this game go. I know how it works, and it's not a big deal to me. But I'm actually surprised that all the pre-orders are gone. I didn't think that the backlash was going to be. I thought the backlash was going to curtail us a little bit, but all right, hey, play another one. Play another one. If you can't get it, we'll come back to it. If you can't get it, we'll come back to it. Yeah, we'll come back to it. This is what my son does. He gets mad at a level, and he'll sit for about 10 minutes because I told him to calm down, and then he'll come back and he end up beating it. It never fails. He'll come back and he'll finish it. Yeah, you will. But nevertheless, I told myself like, look, I was going to pre-order it, and then when I got off work, I saw it on the internet because I went to like one GameStop that's up the road from here, and then I went to another GameStop that's on the other side of the neighborhood, and I was more like, okay, I see that these two places are already pre-orders are done on these. They're not taking any more pre-orders right now, so I'll just wait. And I told myself, all right, it's cool, no worries. And I think by the time it gets closer to release, you're going to be able to pre-order another one. So I wasn't really worried about that. And I my son doesn't really understand much about pre-orders. Yeah, he don't really understand about pre-orders, so he's not worried. And I know I'm gonna get him one. I mean, just like I got anything else that I wanted, there's ways around it. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. Doc type says I usually wait a few months before I buy a new console, then I go through Best Buy. So yeah, because like I said, by the time it gets closer to release, there's going to be some outlet that you can get one. It's not going to be because it's really will be a bad look. It'll be a really bad look on Nintendo if in April all the pre-orders are gone and you're not able to get any pre-orders to by the time June 5th comes. I don't think they're gonna do that. So I think they're gonna be able to get one. So beforehand, if not, I'll get it before the end of the summer. So no big deal. Don't mind waiting a few months or a year for a Switch 2. Hey, look, if it's up to me, I wouldn't get one at all, but I'm getting one for him. And I was going to end up getting one for him. I'm getting one for him, so he's the reason. You know how to do it? I know you do. So okay. So I'm not really worried about it, but I am surprised that the pre-orders did sell out. But then again, the pre-orders for the Wii U, a lot of people don't realize the pre-orders for the Wii U did sell out, and the Wii U didn't do that well as far as sales at the end of the day. But the Wii U sales was basically abysmal. But the pre-orders did do what they do. I don't know about the Switch One. The Switch One pre-orders was actually pretty solid, but I remember you was able to get one day one for Switch One, or in my area anyway. But I think where I live, I think I should be okay. I'm not really worried about it. You just have to be careful when you're out there. There are a lot of bots out there trying to pre-order and snatch these things up and put on eBay. Please be careful when you trying to look into pre-ordering on the internet, because bots come in and swoop these things up really fast and they think they're going to make a quick buck. What's going on, Jared Green? Shout out to Jared Green. Absolutely great YouTuber. He does a lot of videos. He's gotten a little more diverse in his content. So really, really interested in seeing where that's going to take you, because I'm definitely going to be supporting. Shout out to you. Salute, brother. Really, really appreciate you coming through. After my wife didn't like what she saw with how the new Mario Kart looked, there was no need to get one. I was getting one for her. Yeah, right. Exactly. You'll get one for her, and it just didn't work out. Hold on a second. Let me see. Because you over here struggling right now. Why you jump? You gotta jump over. Don't jump up. Jump over. I guess jump over right there. I did. Yeah, you're supposed to hit it. Oh. Oh. What? Oh, that is crazy. What? Here? Oh, what? I wish Metroid 2 and 3 will get released on the Switch too. I got a big feeling that it's going to be. I think it will be. Did Nintendo allow people to order the Switch? Yeah, you can pre-order them now. I don't know if it's from them directly, but I think you can. I think matter of fact, that's probably why they're closed, because I think you only could do it directly. But yeah, I think they was let you do it. My son right now is playing Rayman. He loves Rayman. The new Metroid has online. I don't know if they'll do that, because I don't think Nintendo wants to go that route. If you know what I mean, they're not necessarily that type of. Well, they did Splatoon. Give me here. Give me here. Let me do it. Because you have been struggling right now. I can't run. I don't know what I'm doing. What button you press to do this? Here, you get this, because I can't do this. I'm just a bad because I don't know the controls. Sit right there and get it, because you almost done. Yeah. He's playing Rayman. He has trouble on his level, which he usually beat him by now. I'm actually surprised. But he'll get it. He usually does. He gets a little frustrated. But he'll get it. But I don't know. I think at the end of the day, the pre-orders are what they are. And it is what it is. I'm going to end up getting one eventually. I just don't know when. We've been on for about an hour. Then we'll probably close it up right here. Probably help him with this game. Get up off of here. But yeah. So what we talked about again? We talked about the value of gaming. We talked about Oblivion. Talked about pre-orders. Not much to really talk about when it comes to Nintendo. It is what it is. And we'll really get into that at a later time, because the Nintendo saga is never going to stop. But I'm going to slide up out of here. I usually try to be on for about an hour, 30 minutes, a little bit over an hour now. I don't have much else to say, really. Nintendo better step up their online gaming for the prices they're charging. Yeah, you know, and then they're charging a year for. And look, just like that, he ends up beating it. Ain't that some? Oh, you didn't? Yeah, you still got to run? Yeah. Let's see if you got this. Let's go. You got past that part. What? Go. Oh wow. Oh, that's fun. Go. There you go. Look at that. Now you finally beat it. I told you I knew he was going to end up beating it. I already knew that, but yeah, but I think Nintendo the story is not going to end with the Nintendo Switch 2. We're probably looking at a situation where the this could be a Wii U situation, or it could be Nintendo. Yes, son. Okay, good job. This could be a Wii U situation, or it could be Nintendo Switch 1 situation. We just don't know. But I'm kind of leaning toward the Wii U side of things. I'm not sure how big this console will sell, but I'm getting one for my son, so that's going to work out. So I don't have anything else. Anybody else got any questions or whatever? Y'all let me know before I get up out of here. I plan on taking my son to the park. Yeah, he wants to go to the park, so I plan on taking him to the park. He's gonna go play with some of his friends and some of his contemporaries on the park, because he wants to go to the park. I told him I was gonna take him to the park. But if nobody has any other questions, I'm gonna get up out of here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I try to do this over an hour. Try to make things, pretty, even, kill between an hour, 30 minutes. and I'll be back with more content throughout the week. I don't know. I may go live and just play some games live. I don't know if I'll do that tonight or not, but we'll see. I don't know yet. But nevertheless, I'm going to get up out of here. Enjoyed y'all. Thanks everybody for coming through. My son was struggling on this game, so that kind of derailed the content a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all enjoy. Oh, yeah, stuff. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. Move that. We're gonna get up out of here. I will see you guys on the next one. We'll definitely be doing some more content throughout the week. Probably go live later on today. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good one. And I will see y'all on the next one. Yeah, I'm still doing my workouts. Absolutely, still doing my workouts, man. I don't know if y'all see. And I'm trying to do something, man. Just trying to keep myself healthy, man. Running behind him, that helps as well. But I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. I'm out. All right, y'all. Peace. What's the other?